Welcome back inside our BTN studios. Jim Harbaugh now addressing the media assembled in Ann Arbor. No waste of time. Let's send you right out and listen in to the head coach of the Wolverines.
You know, it's so far so good.
Can you talk about how the offensive line graded out on Saturday?
Did well. They played a lot of plays. The offensive linemen really were in the most snaps of the game. Mason Cole was the best of all the linemen, and I think the other four were we're real close, but I thought Mason stood out.
Coach, I noticed at the satellite camps you always told the campers, don't be Freddie Peace Off. I've been trying to find out, who is this guy, Freddie Peace Off?
He's a 4-inch guy that wears a cape and a hat with a plume in it, and he's just tall enough to talk right into your ear and tell you that you don't have to practice today. Why are you working so hard? Or get over there in the shade. No need to attack with enthusiasm unknown to mankind today. So take a break, take a knee. Yeah, he's not a guy you want around. You want to get him off your shoulder as fast as possible.
Middle back there, Nick.
Jim, I know you guys do the practice where you have the guys sprint and you race. You know what I'm talking about when you have them race in practice?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, races.
Yeah, the races. Yes, right.
Race 'em.
Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Eddie McDoom land in those heats with the skill guys?
We don't do those in the fall as much as we do in the spring. We're real close though to having a race between J.U. Chesson and Eddie McDoom. It's been talked about. So when that official challenge is made, then we'll race them. It's been close. There's been discussion if Eddie's faster than J.U. or not. But that would be the guy that Eddie would have to dethrone, would be J.U. To my eye, he is. I mean, my eye time of watching him run is right up there with J.U. And I'm not the only one. There's been a few others that have commented on it and would like to see that race. It may take place. The gauntlet, the challenge has not been thrown down yet, so it's just been talked about.
Directly in the middle here, John.
Coach Clint Hill's obviously been helping you around the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
Can you comment specifically on how he's done so far and on your fullbacks in general?
Yeah, I would say Khalid has been outstanding in all areas, blocking, catching out of the backfield, protection, and a special gift of being able to run the ball. He's got a real knack. Picked up some 4th downs for us and touchdowns. He looks like the most complete NFL prototypical fullback on our roster, and the others, Henry Poggi. I think he's coming along. And you know they're both real tough guys. You know, you think of the hammer. You know, you'd rather be the hammer than the nail. I think the fullback is, you know, the guy we want being our hammer. That there's a special place on our team for the fullback position. You know, it's the identity of the team, and both those guys, and along with Bobby Henderson. I mean, all three have a real contact courage. I think of it as contact courage. You know, how fast can you go from point A to point B to hit somebody? That's when the courage shows up, and just how quick you get there to do that aggressive act. So feel good about all our fullbacks right now, but as the most polished guy. In terms of at an NFL-ready level, I would say that would be Khalid.
Back in the middle, Isaiah.
Hey, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
You worked with Colorado's defensive coordinator Jim Leavitt in San Francisco.
Good man.
What are you expecting to see from his defense on Saturday?
Very aggressive, opportunistic. You know, they dive on your mistakes. They create turnovers. You know, very sound. It's already showing up. You know, they're already getting turnovers and playing with a lot of hustle and a lot of instinct and talent. You know, I think Jim's really brought out a lot of the talent that's on the team, and there's some really outstanding players on their defense. He's doing a great job bringing them together and playing well together, and guys are playing really well individually and as a team.
Coach, right in front, Mark.
How much of Saturday's struggles after the 31-0 is attributable to being up so much? I mean, do you think, is there a thing where guys lose focus or they're not as sharp once you have such a big lead and you work defense?
No, I mean, I guess we're not agreeing on that. I mean, I thought we were very sharp throughout the game and won every quarter, and did what we had to do, got the job done.
Over to your left here, Adam.
Sounds like one of your divisive questions. Making a statement. I just don't agree with the premise of the statement, so hard to answer the question.
On Saturday, you know, you got some good play from Matt Godin on the D-line. Chase Winovich is working in there. I think Lawrence Marshall got some snaps too. Just curious your thoughts on the depth and how much you and Don Brown are preparing, you know, with Taco and Brian out, knowing that you have other guys that you can rotate in there.
Yeah, preparing a lot.
Okay, Angela.
Do you expect Jordan to play this weekend?
We'll see. Today's the first practice. No better after today.
With this offense so far so good, are you not willing to get too excited because of the competition you played, or just early in the season, or there's still more you want to see?
I'm excited. And want to keep getting better. You know, find the things that we're good at, and you know, keep working on those, enhancing those, and any place that we can improve. That's you know, excited about that. So I'm excited.
The tailbacks.
Something about me to look like I'm not excited?
Well, I just didn't know how excited you were.
Yeah. The media sometimes gets it wrong.
The tailbacks. It took them a while to break off some plays. Was that just because they were totally stacking against the run there?
Yeah, that was. You know, I think it was obvious for anybody that knows football to see that there were a lot of guys at the line of scrimmage and a lot of run type of blitzes, which, you know, opened up some real good opportunities for us in the play action pass game. But I thought our backs ran real hard, protected the football, and still rushed for over 100 yards. They acquitted themselves well.
Taco Charlton also in the we'll see as the book progresses.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about you grew up with the McCartney family close to you here in Michigan, with Colorado coming back.
Yeah.
Do you have memories of Bill sharing an office with your dad growing up? And what
Yeah. I do. Great family. Love the McCartneys. And they had the best cereal of anybody in the neighborhood. We had the Cheerios, no flavor. We had Wheaties, but you could go to the McCartneys, and they had one of those little carousels under the cabinet with Captain Crunch and Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops and a wide assortment, 10 or 12 different kinds of really good cereals. So, and Lindy was great. She, if you were hungry, you could just come in and get yourself a bowl of cereal. Loved them for that.
Coach McCartney himself, his legacy and coaching memories?
Yeah, great memories. Great coach, and looking forward to seeing him. I believe he's coming to the game Saturday. Remember being on my official visit when I was going to Michigan and had a good long talk with Coach McCartney. the night before, Bo offered me a scholarship, and Coach had some really good things to say to me, and was very convincing as to why I should come to Michigan, and always appreciated him for that too. He ended up leaving maybe like a couple weeks after that, or less than a month later. He went on and took the head coaching job, but he was there for my official visit, and always appreciated he took that time to spend with me.
How do you guys prepare for tempo in terms of like the scout team? I guess coaches all kind of do it differently during the week.
Try to simulate it best we can.
Do you like do wholesale changes? You have two scout teams.
Two scout teams, two huddles. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we're doing good. I mean, in practice we were getting a play off 13 to 17 seconds a play in practice, and we've been doing it now for 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks almost, of that type of tempo for our defense. So.
Coach, on your right there, Max.
With the number of tight ends you guys have used early in the year, have you thought about how many you could use on a given play? Have you ever done 5 on one play before?
We've done 4. Haven't done 5 yet, but we could.
Come over to your left here, Coach Rachel.
Jim, Michigan and Colorado, they've only met 4 times since 1974. Most memorable, obviously, was the 1994 Hail Mary game. What do you remember about that game? Did you watch that game?
I watched it, yes.
What do you remember about it? Besides the Hail Mary, obviously.
Yeah, I remember that the most. Cordell Stewart threw that amazing Hail Mary pass. That's what I remember the most.
Stay on your left here, Mike.
Hey, Jim.
Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh in advance of the Wolverines game against Colorado. I think he is excited about what the offense has to offer right now, especially Wilton Speight.
Well, he said excited a number of times, but, you know, it comes out, you know, Jim Harbaugh's approach.
He said excited about his Cheerios.
Yeah,
Come on.
well, he's more excited about the cereal at McCartney's house than anything. But you get the feeling he likes where his football team is right now. And, you know, when you're a reporter asking a question, he's going to give you the bare minimum.
Yeah, you know, knowing Jim, you know, pretty coaching him, I think he's really excited about his team. He's never going to put his guard down, but I think he's got so many players that are performing, particularly on offense, at a higher level than he ever thought they'd perform at this point. You know, you always have that hope. But, I mean, we're going into week 3 of the season, and some of these guys are, you know, at a real high level. I think there's a lot of reason to be excited about it. We're not talking about it.
And, you know, the other thing that comes out loud and clear, every time I hear him talk, he puts a high premium on playing physical.
Yep.
That's how he turned around the Stanford program.
Yep.
No surprise that that's what he's emphasizing at Michigan.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say the 5 tight end set, not going to happen anytime this year. He said they could do it. I don't think they're actually going to do it. Quick break. When we come back, a full hour